Skill of the week, asking a question. Story time, the possum and Miss V. The weekly challenge and the raffle. How to ask questions. Stand next to and look at the person. Wait quietly to be acknowledged. Speak in a clear and pleasant voice. Use words such as please, would, what, or may I. Listen to the person's answer, then thank the person.
Oh my gosh, I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, she's busy talking, whatever.
Freeze. Don't give up so easy.
Hey, can I please, go to the bathroom?
Oh my god, she's so rude.
Please, let me just go.
You just interrupted me.
So, whatever.
Freeze. So rude.
I need to go to the bathroom. I'm just gonna go, whatever.
Did she just leave? Freeze. This teacher's confused, and you might get in trouble.
Oh my gosh, Miss V, hey, Miss V, Miss V, Miss V, hey, Miss V, Miss V. Oh my gosh, Miss V, hey, Miss V, Miss V, Miss V, Miss V, Miss V, Miss V, hey, Miss V. Miss V, whatever, I'm just gonna go.
Freeze. Can you say annoying? First, stand next to and look at the person. Wait quietly to be acknowledged. Practice patience. Speak in a clear and pleasant voice and use words like please, would, what, or may I. Make sure you listen to their answer and always say thank you.
Okay, story time. This is a story about a possum and Miss V. Before I tell this story, I want to tell you, do not try this at home. I reached out to a professional. I'm also a full-fledged adult, and I am smart, and I practice safety. Once upon a time, Miss V was driving home on a Friday after work, and she sees a possum. So the possum looked very dead. Spoiler alert, the possum was very dead. Normally I would just keep going by. I'd say, oh, I'm so sorry, possum, that you got hit by a car. I did see right above the possum this little pink possum baby. Possums are marsupials. Marsupials are animals that carry their young in a pouch, like kangaroos. Platypuses are echidnas marsupials. Koalas are koalas marsupials? Marsupials carry their babies in their pouch. So anyway, I see this baby next to this mama who's hit by a car, and I go, what if there's babies in the pouch? Fun fact, possums do not transmit rabies. Their body temperature is too low. They'll get rabies, and then the rabies will just be like, it's cold in here, and then the possum won't have rabies. Science, right? I call a hotline, and I talk to a possum expert. Apparently, there are really, really cool people who are cooler than me who have the title of possum expert. Rad. So I call them, her name is Peggy, and I talk to Peggy, and I'm like, hey Peggy, yeah, possum, mama, babies in the pouch. What do I do? And she's as concerned as I am, which is a relief, because here I am thinking I'm a crazy lady who loves possums, because I do love possums. I think they are one of the coolest, creepiest, weirdest animals. Peggy's super excited about this possum. Me and Peggy are like, yeah, club possum, high five. I'm on it, Peggy. I got you. Remember though, I have a broken leg. I do a U-turn and I park, and I'm nervous. My hands are sweaty, my stomach hurts, my heart is racing, and I'm starting to think all these terrible things. And so we're gonna pause for a second. Pause the story of Miss V and a possum. because I want to focus on this moment where I'm in my car freaking out. I think maybe I am a crazy person picking up a dead possum. And then I swear, as I'm sitting in my car, I'm sitting in those feelings of being afraid and feeling like I'm gonna fail at something. And then I think, oh, this is probably what my students feel like when they get in trouble, when they're back in the office again for the third time, when they're about to take a test, when they get a test back that they studied for and they failed, when bullies call them names, when friends are suddenly not their friends. I think that's how they feel. I think that's how you guys feel. In that moment, you're like Miss V in her car before she does something really scary. You don't feel good. You don't feel good about yourself. You don't feel good about the situation. You don't even know if you should do it anymore. You kind of want to give up. Those are normal feelings. Those are the feelings you're supposed to have, because guess what? You guys are superheroes in training. Because let me show you something. An alchemist is somebody who could take one thing and transform it into another thing. So I took this fear and I transformed it. I took this fear and I made something with it. I am an alchemist. Now everybody has this ability. You all get nervous, you all feel bad, you all get to feel afraid. Guess what you can turn that into? Bravery. And some of you have lives where you wake up every day and you don't feel safe. Every day you feel bad. You're braver than others. Yes, you are braver than other people, because every day you wake up and you keep going. You don't quit school, you don't quit life, you're here every single day. And the harder things are for you, the scarier things are for you, the braver you are. And simple things. If you get up, if you brush your teeth, if you come to school, if you put clothes on, if you just exist for a day and your life is scary and unsafe and hard, guess what? You are brave. You're not going to be a brave person if everything is easy to you. And you're not going to be the strongest hero that I know you can be if everything is easy. That's how you become a brave hero. So let's go back to the story. I'm in my car. I'm afraid. I pay attention when those thoughts come up in my head that say, maybe you should just stop and turn around. I paused it. I said, don't complete that sentence. Stop it, fear. Knock it off. And I pushed on the gas pedal, put my emergency lights on. I opened my door. I grabbed my box with my gloves. And I'm jumping and hobbling around. And I'm thinking, it's worth it. If I could save the lives of these baby possums, and I'm doing it the right way, and I'm doing it the safe way, and at the end of the day, no other person is gonna get hurt. I take the possum, very dead possum, and I put it in a cardboard box. I put the cardboard box in the back of my car. It does not smell good at all. It was very dead. I bring it to the animal rescue in Lake Elsinore, Animal Friends of the Valley. It's where I got my cat. And they had me sit down, and I had to sign papers saying that I surrendered a possum. Okay, but I'm interested in the babies in its pouch, right? That was the whole thing. So I'm watching this lady, and first of all, she's getting the possum and she's opening the pouch. I'd never seen inside a possum pouch before. It was so cool. There are no babies. So that's the story. There were no babies. There was the one baby that was on the road. It did not make it. I turned fear into bravery. I'm an alchemist. I transformed that feeling. And if I had left the possum, I would have just been wondering about those baby possums and whether or not I could have helped them. Now I at least know. What I want you to do is I want you to take your feelings and transform them. Now, you guys are heroes in training. And if you have a particularly tough life, you are going to be one of the strongest and bravest people out there when you get older. I promise. Don't give up. Keep moving forward. Be brave. And you'll get there. All right, my superheroes. Remember, be brave. Take those feelings and transform them into something else. And don't pick up dead possum.
Hey there! Today we're going to do a little activity. Today's activity involves something that I love, apples. So here we have two pretty identical apples, but we're gonna treat them a little differently. This apple, I'm gonna say mean things to. This apple, we're gonna say nice things to. Okay, ready? Here's the first apple. You suck. Ugh. Stupid apple. I can't believe you didn't succeed. It's not that shiny. You're a failure. I don't really like the shape. I already asked you to look delicious. Why aren't you looking delicious? And you know what? Since I don't really care about this apple, sometimes I accidentally drop it. I don't really care what happens to this apple. Next apple, this one. I'm gonna be really gentle with this apple. Make sure it's shiny. I don't wanna put it in my backpack because it might get smushed. I'm gonna make sure I wash it nice. I'm gonna hold it delicately. I wanna compliment this apple. Wow, this apple is beautiful. It smells so good. Look how shiny this apple is. I cannot wait to eat this apple. Now I want you to look at both of the apples again. Okay? This is the apple we insulted and called mean names. This is the apple we took care of and praised. Now I want to show you something. We're gonna slice open those apples. Now, can you tell which apple we were being nice to versus which apple we weren't being nice to? That's why it matters that we have to be nice to each other, because it does affect the inside. It doesn't make us feel so good, right? The other thing to remember is you don't know what people look like on the inside. You don't know which kids go home to maybe an unsafe house versus which kids have dinner with their mom and dad every single night. This is what you see at school. This is what you don't see. And so, this week's challenge. What do these apples mean to you? Write it down or tell me in person. You can also tell your teacher if you want, just make sure you remind them to let me know you did the weekly challenge. Here are some questions you can consider. Why is one apple bruised and the other apple fine? What do these apples teach us about kindness? What is the lesson here? How should we treat others? Why should we be nice to others?
And we're gonna focus on something. After I clean this fur off. I surrendered a dead possum. I don't know what the moral of the story is. What is it? Oh my god, I didn't record the whole time.